Community All Unite TV. We've been here doing some beautiful things for the community. We are bringing things that you haven't seen in a long time because we are pulling back the curtain. We don't want to be the sugared and watered down version of newscasting. We want to come to the community with big and better things. We want to be transparent. We want to show you things like how to be a resilient young person. We want to show you things like how to the Young Women's Empowerment Summit. We want to teach you today. If you don't understand the show that we're talking about right now, I'll slow it down. I'll try to make it a little bit more clearer. We are going to keep the information coming with your help. So please, every Thursday, 8 to 8:30 on Channel 1097, yes, Channel 190, yes, that's on Comcast Cable and Xfinity. You know, we're trying to do this thing, and we're going to expand. We're going to expand to Altice Cable. You don't think we're going to? I know it already. Yes, we will. Every 8 to 8:30 on Thursdays, 1097, 190, we got the show for you to watch and tell your friends about. Community All Unite TV. Over and out. Tonia Lloyd is here with us, and you can call her Miss Lloyd, because that's what she's called in a professional setting. So I want you guys to call her Miss Lloyd, but I'm going to call her Tonia today. And I'm so happy that you're here.
Thank you so much for having me, Chris. It's an absolute honor to be here with you.
And it's beautiful because Comcast Cable and Xfinity, they're opening up the doors for us to do some big things on their station. 1097 and 190 every Thursday from 8 to 8:30. We are bringing things like this to our community. Community needs to know about health and wellness. They need to know about physical, mental things that are going on with their young folks. And we can bring you some of the information. And we're doing it right now with Tonia. So please introduce yourself and let everybody know who you are and what you do.
Thank you so much, Chris. Will do. So I'm Tonia. I have a business with my partner, Robinson Lloyd Resiliency Group, and we are thrilled to present social emotional programs and academic support programs to the community. For example, through the company, we have the Resilient Stars program. I'm going to share about with you today, and my husband runs the love and education programs. Really, really amazing. Really thrilled about it. So that's what we do.
Anything with love in the title.
Yes.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. So how long you been doing it, and where are you doing it?
Okay, so I've been practicing in the mental health field for about 15 years now.
Okay.
You know, but in terms of the U.S., I am licensed as a drug and alcohol counselor, and I developed a program that's based on cognitive behavioral therapy and motivational interviewing, and we are expanding to serving school districts.
So which schools?
So far, we're working with schools in Newark.
Okay. So how are the kids receiving this information?
Oh, they love it. Yeah. They're amazing. In fact, I would say a good 20% of our kids are purely self-referral, right? So, for example, we had one young lady, she came to us and she said, you know what, she was with me for about a year, and she just said, can I bring my friends? And so they all started to come. She was in the 6th grade when we met. 7th grade, she started to bring her friends, and now she's going to be going on to Arts High.
So you're saying that you're teaching them about their mental health, you're teaching them about resilience and things like that, and they're not bored?
No, they're not. They don't want to leave.
Really? So now explain that to me.
Okay, so basically we have it broken down into modules. So for example, when we think about resilience, like what really goes into resilience, you know, it's about being able to bounce back from things stronger and faster. And so we start off with self-awareness, you know, and that's just, they love to do their emotion cartoon, right? So we have them just draw what you're feeling right now. And I'll do it with them too. I'll say, okay, like a little emoji. Right. And they draw this emoji and then they rate it out of 10. How are you feeling? And if you're happy, how happy are you out of 10? And so they get really comfortable understanding what they're feeling, realizing that they could feel more than one emotion at once. right? So for example, they say, you know what, I'm 6 out of 10 happy, but I'm 5 out of 10 confused. And then they have to say what made them feel that way.
Right.
And then finally, the last thing they do is they say, you know what, can you choose to have another can you choose a positive feeling? And so they realize that they have the power to shift their emotions from sad, from confused to even hopeful.
Sure.
And that's, awareness that, hey, I don't have to just sort of, get down and out and withdraw for long periods of time. I could actually say, you know what, I'm feeling all these things, but I could change it.
Now, you focus on the person, right?
Yes.
How about how the person relates to another person?
Exactly. That is actually one of the top things that the kids want to talk about, especially when they're leaving middle school and they're getting into junior high school. They want to work on interpersonal relationships. Yeah. And so they tend to come with their friends to say, you know what, we like each other, but we don't get along. And we don't want to give up on each other. And so the activities that we work on then would be, we have something called other awareness, right? So we have kids at a party, it's a cartoon, and they have to try to predict, what is this person feeling? What does it look like they're feeling, right? And so typically when we have interpersonal issues, it's usually because we're feeling like the other person just isn't seeing our perspective. And the more we get locked into that, the more upset we get. And with the kids, they get to sort of predict what's happening in the picture, and then they also get to go through. For example, I have like a list, and in this list is a lot of negative comments, like you're not good enough, you're an awful friend. And I'm telling them, okay, I'm going to throw these things at you, and I want you to respond in a respectful way. And they're like, oh, forget it. How am I going to respond without hurting someone else? And they'll say, okay, fine. I am good enough. I am loved. I know I'm loved. And then they would walk away. I was like, okay, was that hard? No, you're right. It wasn't that difficult to do that. But the initial thing is to get back.
Sure.
To snap back.
Sure. So now give me like at least 2 or 3 disengaging tools. Like when they're amping up to and they're gonna want to fight soon. How do they disengage?
I'm going to tell you something. One morning, this is before the pandemic, I'm going into the school building and a fight is on. There's this huge, student, almost bigger than I was, and he's her. And another student, he's like smaller frame, and I'm like, that was my resilient star, the smaller one. I was like, I'm not going to let anybody put their hands on him. And so I went up to the one that was bigger, and I put my hand on his heart, and I said, hold on. I said, let's just breathe here. Just breathe with me. And so he started to go from to, I was like, breathe in through your nose. And I was very calm, right? In through your nose, out through your mouth. And then it turned from rage. He just started to cry. He just started to cry. And I said, okay, I understand. I know it's hurting. I get it. And he withdrew. So I'm so glad you asked that question, because what they do when they start to understand their feelings, we do a lesson. So they have to identify other triggers, typically. And so they spend a lot of time sort of figuring this out. What bothers me? How do I typically respond? And then we end with some deep breathing, some diaphragmatic breathing. Right. And so they go in and expand the stomach, and then out through the mouth and pull the stomach in. And what that does, apart from giving fresh oxygen to the brain, it literally disrupts the thought patterns that's sort of flooding them. Yes. It's typically when we're fighting with somebody, when we're in fight mode, we feel disrespected, we feel threatened, and so to break those thoughts up, just focusing on the breath alone, nothing else, let's just breathe. It starts to sort of cut those thoughts that are starting to escalate things, it shuts it down. So it buys them enough time to say, you know what, I could walk away from this. I do have a choice. I could walk away.
All right, so you're saying to me, I'm going to be devil's advocate here.
Please, I love it.
You know what I'm saying? I love these conversations because, of course, I'm learning as I'm asking these questions. And while you're talking, I'm thinking about my next question. So I'm like, wait a second. You're saying to me young folks that are about to fight, I know that they can't use the same tool that you used about putting the hand on the other one's chest.
No, no.
They have to, the one person that's about to fight is going to have to breathe himself. Now, both of them might not have the exercise. So the other one is still going to fight. So now, how does that one that has the exercise stop the other one from beating his butt?
Huh. Okay, so
there's one of them that might be in your class and understands that I can breathe and I can disengage myself.
Yes.
But that person still wants to beat my butt.
Yes.
So how do I stop them from beating my butt? What do I say to them to make them disengage?
Oh, you can't stop them from beating your butt.
You can't. You didn't teach them no jokes or that?
No, I didn't know. I taught them to draw
That's how Dave Chappelle and them, they stopped getting their butt kicked by jokes. Richard Pryor stopped getting his butt kicked from jokes. I
like that. I'm going to add that. Yeah.
Teach him some jokes.
I'm corny. I don't have jokes. But I was saying that's a great idea. In fact, you reminded me of a different. So I had a child who used to come, right? And the teachers would have my number, I think, on speed dial. He was like, okay, he just ran out of the class. He's really upset. So with him, we had to work on bringing his rage from, being upset for 3 hours to being upset to, when we finished off, he was upset for 3 minutes, right? And so that's a child that was experiencing extreme distress. And I actually he was with me in the office. When I got him from he was running about, I think a security guard brought him to me, and he was really, really upset. So he's like under the desk, and I said, okay, well, guess what? You and I in here today. I'm not going to leave you, right? So I'm going to sit here, and your mom said you're going to be about 3 hours doing this. So we got about 3 hours. And so he started to look at me because he's like, oh, you know something about me, and I do this for about 3 hours. And then slowly he emerged. And I said to him, you know what? That must really, really pain to the point where you have to run. You want to let it out. And I said to him, just draw for me how you feel when you're so pissed off. And so he drew something, and it's like, I was like, wow. I was like, could you draw for me how you would like to feel? And so he drew himself with some dark shades on. I was like, oh, that's cool, right? I was like, what do you think prevents you from being able to shift from this, just like a lot of intense rage to just wanting to be cool, because you really, really want to be cool. And it was just like he was naturally just into himself, like introverted, very shy, and he had witnessed a lot of things that just he couldn't explain, he couldn't understand. And he felt sort of torn between knowing that what was happening was wrong, but he still loved the person who was the perpetrator of what was, so just him being able to draw, just have an outlet.
Hello, this is Chris Sanders from Community All Unite TV, Comcast Cable Channel 190.
And I am Hassan Al-Amin.
And we are blessed right now. We have Keisha Clark right here, and she's here to be our keynote speaker at this Young Women's Empowerment Summit 2018. And we want to thank her for coming, and I want her to introduce herself and tell us a little bit about her and, why she's here. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Keisha Clark, also known as a Talk Boss. I am an attorney and a lifestyle entrepreneur. I'm here today, hopefully, to inspire these young women to live their best life despite life's obstacles. I want them to instill in them self-love, confidence, knowing that they have the power, strength, and the smarts to speak up in this society and get what they want in life. I'm proud to be here. Thank you for inviting me, Chris. I'm excited to inspire the women, and hopefully they walk away and armed with the knowledge and the confidence to know that whatever they want in this world, they can definitely get it, but they just have to work hard for it.
That's a beautiful thing. You know what? Just give us one struggle or one obstacle that you had to overcome in your road to celebrity.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So I recently divorced, been divorced for 2 years. Yay. But in the middle of my divorce, and on the day that I was burying my grandmother, I was called by some stranger and said, if you don't come to the hospital and pick up this baby, we are going to give him to DYFS. And I said, what baby? Unbeknownst to me, my oldest son was having a baby, and in the middle of my divorce, I picked up a 4-pound, 6-ounce baby, no diapers, no crib, no nothing. I eventually adopted him, so I now have a 3-year-old. He's been with me for 3 years, and that was a huge obstacle for me to go through in the middle of a divorce and all of a sudden have a baby that I didn't have on my own. Huge obstacle, but in the end, it's a blessing. So I definitely need to inspire those that there will be life's inevitable obstacles. You know, there'll be deaths of a relationship, deaths in the family, drug addiction, but you will get over it. You have to just stay in that valley as short as you can and get back up and keep it moving because you don't really have a choice. So here I am, divorced with a 3-year-old.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any questions, Mahas? You know what? That's the reason why I'm saying it takes super women to create young super women. And, you know, these obstacles that these young women are taking on, I mean, being a single mother in a household, taking care of kids is just, you know, you get so strong because of it, because of all the obstacles. I mean, of course, I understand that being a divorced father and having to sort of be the provider for not only my ex-wife, but my kids and everything. So it just becomes an obstacle that you become stronger by. And that brings character and integrity. So I want to thank you for coming again. I can't wait to see your speech. And thank you for tuning in. Comcast Cable Channel 190 over and out Thursday. Every Thursday, 8 to 8:30.
Miss Keisha Clark. No one can make any of you young ladies happy. Happiness is your own choice. What I hope you walk away with, and I hope you're armed with, is personal love, respect, power, and most importantly, confidence. To know that you love yourself and every day you get up, dress up, and be prepared for any opportunity that may come your way. Remember this. Any day, something great could happen to you. But if you're not prepared for that opportunity, there will be no success. So the equation is preparation plus opportunity equals success. I heard one of the young ladies say that she's a dancer. If she went to one of her auditions or went to a rehearsal and she was unprepared, there's no way that she could be successful. They're giving you the platform to be the opportunity to be a dancer. But if you've not rehearsed and you come to do your performance, you're not going to be successful. You're going to fail. So we all know that you need to prepare for the opportunities that present themselves. What I can say to you and what most of your parents may say to you is, you know, don't care what other people think about you. Live your best life. I want to instill worth, your own self-worth. Know that as a black young woman that you are worthy of anything in this world. Don't ever let somebody tell you that you can't do something. I'm going to give you a prime example for your age group. Let's say that the smartest kid in the class, and it's some guy, and you get put in his group for a project for science. And you're just going to sit back because you got the smartest guy in the class, and you're going to be very happy because you're going to get an A. But what if one of your ideas that you're not saying because you don't believe that it's a great idea, you're not saying, well, I have something to say, maybe we should do it this way. I urge you to speak up because he may say, oh my God, I never thought about that. Because as young women, we think different. We can multitask. We could be on the phone. We could hear the dishwasher. We could hear the baby crying in the back room. Men, they just watch TV. They can't hear nothing. They're like, what? That is a value that we have. While we only represent 2% of Fortune 500 companies as far as being CEOs and executives, those 2% of the companies are they make the most money, they gross the most money every year because they're run by women, because we have the ability to multitask. They're starting to learn that now. Hillary Clinton broke the glass ceiling. We now have all these women movements, but there's another movement, and it's the young black women movement that I urge you girls all to do. Let me just tell you something. In moments of stress, young ladies, there's always stress. There's boy trouble. There's Instagram trouble. There's people arguing on Facebook. Well, you guys, Facebook's for old people. But Snapchat. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Don't let your stress affect the person that you really are. Remember who you are. And I want you to do this. Never be the object of scrutiny. If someone says something negative in a room or disagrees with you, you're not the object of scrutiny. They're merely giving their different opinion. Because when you think that you're the object of scrutiny, you start doing this, you start pointing, you start becoming the girl that you really don't want to be. The girl that is not really the person that other people want to be around, okay? So moments of stress, just because someone disagrees with you, realize that it's just a difference of opinion. Sit there and smile. And remember that kindness is the best way to communicate with anybody, okay? These are things that are important and will take you a long, long way. make a decision from a place of power. Often, as young black girls, we don't think that we are in a position to be the president or run for office or be the top dancer in the class or be a keynote speaker. See how you came up here? That's what I need you to do all the time. There are mediocre white men every day that take powerful jobs and don't know what the hell they're doing, but they learn it on the job. We need to be, oh my God, I forgot about this mic. We need to be those that say, we want you to be the CEO of the dance company that we're performing. I don't want you to ever say, oh my God, I don't know about dance. I have to research how to own a business. No, just say, yeah, I'll do it. Because mediocre white men do it all the time. And that's why they're always in the position of power. That is why CEOs of companies are 98% white men. Some of them didn't even know how to do it. They are the grandsons of the CEO of the company or the founder of the company. Dad said, look, you're not a CEO. They sat behind a desk and they figured it out. I want you guys to figure it out and never, ever say no. The other thing I want to talk to you girls about is personal branding. You already have a brand. If you look at your social media accounts, that's your brand. So be careful what you post. I need you all to post with a purpose. With social media now, what you post on your Snapchat, your Instagram, that's who you are. That will keep you from getting a job if you post inappropriate content. That'll keep you from getting into the college of your choice, because you best believe that college admissions, they check, they Google you. What I want everybody right now is to Google me. Do you have a phone? Do you have a phone, ladies? I want you to pull out your phone. This is my name. I want you to Google me. That's my name right there. Don't put any spaces in it, just Google me, because I'm very proud of what you see when you Google me. And I started this in 2013, when I was getting ready to get a divorce. I reinvented myself. I am a lawyer, by the way. I didn't even introduce myself. I'm an attorney, but I'm also a lifestyle entrepreneur, which means I believe in many streams of income. I don't own my own businesses to make money. I own my own businesses to live the lifestyle that I want to live, which means that I make money to live the lifestyle. I don't want to work in a business. I want to work on my businesses. So I have my own law practice. I am Assistant County Counsel for Essex County. I'm one of 8 attorneys. I have a website called Unique Design Lighting, where I sell high-end furniture and chandeliers. I've also written 6 books. I want to tell you ladies something. Whatever your passion is, you can monetize it.
Hi, at this time we are going to welcome Azaria Johnson to go over her reading.
Hi again, friends. How's it going? Okay, I'm Azaria Johnson. Okay. I'm standing alone, waiting. Wait. The leaves are falling, the sky getting darker, anxiety growing as uncertainty fogs the air. As the leaves begin to fall, I stand alone and wait. Wait for the list that'll break my heart more than any boy ever will, the list that'll make me happier than any amount of money ever could. Will my hard work be rewarded? Were my efforts good enough? As the leaves begin to fall, I stand alone and wait. A daze. I zone out as the wait time grows. I'm outside in a more relaxing time at a more peaceful place. As the leaves begin to fall, I stand alone and wait. Wait for the perfect shot, the perfect moment to capture the love in the air, sadness in the mist, the happiness in the smile, and heartbreak in the eye. As the leaves begin to fall, I stand alone and wait. Suddenly, I'm in the room, the empty room, waiting again for the leaves to stop falling.
Hello, my name is Samaya Hill, and I'm 13 years old. I fall and fall again. When it comes to dance, dance does not come easy. I stand alone in an audition room, waiting to hear the judgment from the judges. I try and try again to look upon my success, because success does not only come easily. You have to endure progression and pain, but it comes with different levels of pain that you have to endure with self-confidence. As the leaves continue to fall, I stand alone and wait and wonder to myself, will the leaves ever stop falling? It takes minutes and seconds, but I continue thinking, uncertain.
Keep dancing, because I want you to think about the word pain. What I teach my students, pain is an acronym. It stands for pursuing all inner needs. With life, you have to go through pain because you want to pursue all your inner needs. You can't live life without pain. So enjoy it. There's going to be a lot of it. Okay? I would love for you to understand that you do have a voice, whether you like to express it or not. But you're probably going to be that type of student or that type of woman that when the time comes, you'll speak. And for you, my 11th grader, great success in all that you do. And I think you might end up becoming a writer. I don't know if you thought about that, but I think you just might. So enjoy your day and have a wonderful time. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
KeishaClark.com. Did you guys Google me? Okay. Do you like what you see? Okay. I sell these books about $3 to $7, and I say to myself, how many books do I need to sell each day to live the lifestyle I want to live? I travel all the time, go to Greece, Italy, Milan, and take my kids. I took a 3-month sabbatical from my 9 to 5 being a lawyer because I just wanted to travel. I had my laptop, I had coffee and Wi-Fi. That's all I needed to sell books. So if I have a $3 book, all I need to sell to the world is 100 books a day. How much money is that? If I sell $3 book, 100 a day, $300, right? Do the math. How many days there in a year? That's just one book. But I got 7 books. No, 6. I'm writing my 7th one now. But I got 6 books. So my goal every day is to say, how many products do I need to sell to live the lifestyle I want to live? Being a lifestyle entrepreneur is not the same as a global entrepreneur. I'm not trying to be Toys R Us, Amazon. I just want to be Keisha, who owns businesses that need to make enough money to live the lifestyle that I want to live. So I keep saying dancer because I heard her say dancer. You love dancing, right? You know that you can start writing a blog on dancing. Do you know that you can start wearing the same dance clothes, Dance Skin, Nike, whoever makes dance clothes, and start posting on your Instagram, your Snapchat, always wearing that clothes? They will recognize you if you hashtag that company. They will reach out to you and they will pay you for wearing that clothes. I also want to tell you this. Not only do I have Unique Design Lighting, the law firm of Keisha M. Clark, I'm assistant county counsel, I've written 6 books. I have a blog called The Talk Boss, where I inspire men and women every day to live their best life despite life's obstacles. I am also, at my age, a swimsuit ambassador for a company called Pache. How did I get to do that? Well, I go to the gym, I work out, because obviously I wrote a book, Fitness is a Way of Life, and all the bodybuilder, the female fitness people, they're getting these blinged out bathing suits. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see me in them. Blinged out, they're not bathing suits, they're fitness suits. They don't have lining, you can't really get in the water with them. And I kept saying to the woman, you need to make swimsuits. You need to make swimsuits. A year and a half later, she came to me and she goes, I'm going to make swimsuits, but I want you to be my swimsuit ambassador. I said, how much am I going to get paid? So what happens now? I get paid to go on trips, and you can see some of my pictures on Instagram. I get paid to go on trips. They rent me private yachts. I wear the baddest bikinis out there, and every time I come home, there's a check for $1,800. Why? I'm sitting on vacation on a yacht with the baddest bathing suit you ever wanted to see. You can't really wear them around. I mean, I wore them to the American Black Film Festival. That was a little crazy. But that's how I got paid. And how did I get paid to do it? Because I stay fit. Now I get paid. I'm in my 2nd year of a 3-year contract. So every single day I sell about 150 books. 150 books. Yes, that's how you do it. I'm giving the books away for 99 cents. People will spend 99 cents. You get 100, 200 people to buy a book for 99 cents every single day, people. The ad doesn't cost me that much money. This is how I make the extra money to live the lifestyle I want to live. This is how I was able to leave my 9 to 5, which pays me a good amount of money. You know, lawyers make pretty good money. And I took 3 months off. And what did I do in the 3 months? I went to New Orleans, Greece, and Milan, Italy. Okay? I posted pictures. I got my laptop. I'm working. I'm still making money. I'm hustling. People are ordering lamps. Lamps are on back order. I'm like, finding out what new lamp they could get because I want to live on vacation. That's the difference between working for someone else and working for yourself. Live your best life. Happiness is a choice. Be confident to know that the person you are, and create your brand.
Oh my God, that was so powerful, right, girls? Let's give Keisha one more round of applause. Yes, thank you for such encouraging words, especially talking about lifestyle entrepreneurs. I know just from talking to a few people in the room.
Free gift giveaways is what you're going to see when you tune in to Community All Unite TV. And that rhymes. It rhymes, I tell you. We're going to be doing it every Thursday, 8 to 8:30 on 1097 and 190. That's channels there. I'm talking about channels. And Comcast Cable and Xfinity.